by Treese. As you can see, the opening theme song was sung amazingly, may I add, by myself. Now the title is I'm in love with my father's rival's daughter, which is a long drawn out process which I like in my titles. For example, a Bigfoot movie I will be shooting in the future is Bigfoot, the inevitable sequel to the inevitable prequel. This scene was shot after we were done filming everything else. We did it in black and white because it was getting dark out. Here's the opening scene of me walking down. This was the second scene we shot. First scene was being David Morgan, who plays Bizzle. It's the opening. Now these scenes were shot about this. These were the last couple scenes before the last fight. The third scene shot was the first fight with Romeo and Bizzle. This was all improvised. As you can see, my hand was bloody from the first cut, and Gary wipes it off. You can rewind and look at the videotape. Gary wipes off the blood on David's chair. It's a great scene, and I gotta admit, it's a masterpiece. So you can see our different camera angles that we did so talently. Now Gary messed this scene up a lot of times. He kept on saying we had Joliet and we were going to bring her out, but we couldn't get a girl to come down, so that's why the all-guy cast. We're not sexist here at Gear Bear Productions. Just can't get the ladies. Sad truth there. That's one of my favorite phrases to say during movies. We had to stick through to the original concept of Romeo and Juliet and at least describe the plot line in good detail at least. So that's why I brought out the Capulet party that Romeo, a Montague, crashes. And that's how he meets Juliet, and we describe it in that scene. In this scene we show how he rushes into the marriage without any knowledge about her. He rushed into it because that Romeo, he was one horny guy, like the actor who plays him, may I add. The hat that Romeo is wearing is a Tracy McGrady hat, found at Value City for about $5. Nice old hat. When he's playing for the Orlando Magic. Now plays for the Rockets. We still have not gotten to Bizzle's entrance, which was the first scene filmed. Gary Springer was very honored by me putting it out on his show. Gary Springer is played by the excellent actor Gary Nagel. There's Steve Maher as the bodyguard. He came in late. So if you see him, you know it's one of the last scenes filmed. Now Gary's a very large man, may I add. Here's our first scene we filmed. If you listen closely on the regular version, you can see here his mother and his grandmother talking in the background. This scene was all improvised. Some great acting by Romeo, may I add. They did mess around. Now he tries to kill him here, but I try to stop it because the video had to be at least 5 minutes, and we took it to 8 minutes and 6 seconds on the dot. I was very proud. Took us several hours to do this because we were slacking off. He just cut me right there, as you can tell by my scream of "ah." Here I beat him up. We don't show here I farted his general direction. which is a nod to the Monty Python film, The Holy Grail. Now we don't show Tibizzle recovering, he just gets on the couch because we were lazy with our editing. Now Gary Springer, he's a great role model, tells us to put aside our differences, and we do by killing Gary Springer. Romeo is a little out of character here as he tries to fight Tybalt, while in the actual book it would have been Tybalt who would have backstabbed him and tried to fight him. Now here's the final fight scene, which we shot about good 10 times. We have a lot of outtakes, we didn't include a lot of them. Here Steve just shoots me. We had several outtakes. One I said died by farting. I don't know if that's in the outtakes or not. The one I say my sword bends. Here's the deleted scenes, the good parts. Now this was a scene me dancing, and we didn't get the good 10 seconds as Gary puts it. They tried to attack me. We're going to do a film after this called Gops, Gary on Patrol, but it was Gary incarcerated with a brief run-in with the cops for breaking public property. He was fined, and that kind of put the shut down on a couple projects. Look forward to some new Gary Bear production projects, but Gary Springer episode 2 is canceled, and so is Gops. You can check out our website at garybearproductions.blogspot.com. Here's some inside jokes that you probably won't understand here about pickles. It's taken from the movie Clerks 2, written and directed by Kevin Smith, about a person who F's pickles. Sadly. Here's one of the outtakes. David cuts me with the knife a second time here. This is the one where my sword bends. Good outtake, I must add. Here's showing my battle scars. I had 2 cuts, one on each hand. I still have marks from very greatly. Some emo-ish. Gary goes into song here. Well, I would like to apologize for wasting all of your time, and you need to get a life if you're watching behind-the-scenes commentary on the Gary Springer Show. Well, it was nice seeing you, and look out for some new projects. It's garybearproductions.blogspot.com. I'd like to give a quick shout-out to the people at Gary Bear Productions, Chris Garlick for being emo and our inspiration, and that is all. Goodbye.